So you feeling like Etsy is oversaturated? It's something that, you're not going to want to do. You don't know if you want to do it. You're kind of shying away from it because there's so many other people doing it, and whatever the excuse is, this video hopefully would shed some light on a few things and kind of flip some of the mindset that could be going on with people thinking that Etsy is oversaturated. I'm going to try to keep this video as short as I possibly can. I am going to share with you some stats in this video as well, what's going on with Etsy, and hopefully the data will help you make a decision instead of what you think or what you feel, right? Because sometimes when making decisions out of emotion, we make the wrong decision, all right? And fear, that is like the core of why people don't get started and why the graveyard has all the intelligent minds. Okay, so this video is based off of a comment, and it's not a bad comment. It's a valid concern. It's off of my video. I have several screens here. I created a video called How to Make Clip Art with Midjourney to Sell on Etsy, and one of the comments I received, it goes like this: all these videos on making things to sell on Etsy is great, but what they don't tell you is that it's not easy, as it seems to sell in a very oversaturated market for clip art, SVG files, etc., etc. There are hundreds of thousands of these selling on Etsy. Good luck. Well, I did not take that comment as being mean or rude. I honestly believe it's valid, and it's probably how a lot of people are thinking about certain things that they might want to sell. They might go on Etsy and be like, oh man, everybody's doing wall art. Oh man, everybody's doing planners. Oh man, like they think it's the end, right? Game over, the end. Okay? No, this is not Mortal Kombat. This is not Fatality. Okay, no. So I kind of want to shed some light on a few things. Some of those things are my personal beliefs. And I think my personal beliefs, of course I think my personal beliefs have helped me overcome a lot of things, a lot of adversity, not only in business, but throughout my life, is because the way I set my mind up. Okay. And I try not to let the naysayers or anybody else influence my decision. And I try to go off data and not my emotion. All right. I even teach my children that, like, stop making decisions out of emotion, because those kind of decisions can be hurtful. Okay. So let's get to the stats. Stay with me in this video. Again, I'm going to try to keep it as short as possible for you. So let's talk about Etsy. Etsy in itself, the traffic. There are 450.9 million visitors per month on this marketplace. Let me repeat that. 450.9 million people come every single month to Etsy. All right. There are 7.5 million Etsy sellers. Now, I want to tell you a little bit about Etsy's definition of an active Etsy seller. That means you opened up a shop and sold one item in the last 12 months. Okay? That's what an active seller is considered. There's 7.5 million of them. Okay? Out of the traffic of 450.9 million. Okay, I think that's enough for every seller on here. Okay, I'm pretty sure every shop can benefit. Okay, so there are 95.1 million active buyers on Etsy. All right, 95.1 million. All right, so 53% end up being return buyers. Over 50% are under the age of 35. So now this is where you need to think about your products. Over 50% are under the age of 35. The average age is 39. Okay, so we looking at millennials, all right, or second generation millennials. 86% are females that use Etsy. The male population has grown and is steadily growing year over year. So me personally, my shop is more feminine, okay? I don't know why, but it tends to be more feminine. I'm not a girly type person, but hey, it seems like that my creativity comes out feminine a little bit. But I've been trying to rebrand it some, right? And I try to stick to like neutral colors, beiges, tans, creams. I'm trying to go more unisex in a way. But it still seems like with the florals and stuff, it's still feminine. But the male population is growing. So think about products. That's something you probably can tap into. You can tap into the growth of the male market on Etsy that nobody's really tapping into right now, right? So most of the traffic comes from Etsy itself. So again, Etsy is its own marketplace. The buyers are already there. You just need to get there. You need to be where your buyers are, and your buyers are in Etsy, so you need to be in Etsy. Most of the traffic, 59% of that traffic comes from the USA. Okay. Now, 62% of sellers they reside in the United States. Okay. So, of course, you think the United States would be higher in the traffic since most of the sellers are in the United States. And I think the UK is next, then Canada. So it's USA, UK, and then Canada. Now, mind you, these countries are more and more people are learning about Etsy. So it's going to be more and more people. So, however, here's the big thing. Here's the big stat. 30%, only 30% out of the 7.5 million active sellers, only 30% are really treating it like a business or focused on it. That equates to 2.5 million out of 95.1 million active buyers and growing. So when you talk about saturation, competition is good, because if there's hundreds of thousands of people that are doing it, apparently people are making money. Not everybody. And that's where the doubt comes in, because a lot of people think that they can't be the one, and that's a lack of confidence and fear. I believe that you should not be afraid of what you enjoy and what you're passionate about doing. Made a valid point, this young lady in the comment. But what they don't tell you, quote unquote, is that it is not easy. No business is. And I've ran offline business, brick and mortars. No business is easy if you're treating it like a business. It's not easy, because there's skills that you need to learn that you did not know before. Because when you start a one-person business, and believe me, the majority of Etsy shops are owned by one-person businesses. They're doing it from home, right? You wear all the hats. You're the CEO. You're the CFO. You're the chief marketing officer. You are everything. You are the designer. You are the policy maker. You are the packager. You are the mail delivery. You are everything in your business. And some things you never done before. And these are skills that stack on one another that you need time to learn. You have to keep track of your inventory. You got to learn the different softwares. You got to learn. It's some things that you just have to learn to do. And it's not easy. And I'm going to be the one to tell you that. Okay. Since she did state, but what they don't tell you is that it's not easy. It's not. Growing a business to take care of you, it's not easy. Okay. It's not. Boom. I said it. However, the word easy is subjective, because what's easy for one person might be hard to another person. And what might be hard to you is easy to me. It's easy for me to get in Photoshop. To me, it's easy for me to do software in tech. To other people, it's hard as hell. But to me, I can do it in my sleep. So, but it was a time it was hard when I was learning it, and then it became easy. Also, if you think about working, I know a young lady that started in a digital product business 2 years ago on Etsy. She's killing me. but she's in a different digital product, okay? But she's still killing me, all right? Dogging me. And I can consider her a competitor, but I look at her for motivation, not necessarily competition. Because if she can do it, I can do it. All right? So that's how I look at it. They're not no different from me. Okay? And in some ways, I think I'm better because I am techie and she isn't. But she's killing it, right? So she's in the industry and she started 2 years ago. Her shop only been open for 2 years. And she's making 5 figures a month out of her business. You won't even make 5 figures working a 9-to-5 for 2 years. Tell me that you're making $15,000, $19,000, $24,000 a month at your job. If you are, you would not be watching this video. And you wouldn't be thinking Etsy is oversaturated. And you probably already have some type of entrepreneurial experience already if you're making that kind of money. Or you're the CEO in some high level position at your job. But if you're like the majority of the population working a 9-to-5, which is not bad at all. I'm not against it. I still work my 9-to-5, right? So if you're working a 9-to-5, you're probably not making that in a month. This woman is making almost half of my yearly salary in a month in 2 years. But she was dedicated. She committed. She was devoted. She learned. She found what worked, what didn't work. She tested. These are the qualities and the things you have to do. Now, I guarantee you today, she say it's easy because she would not have been making this kind of money if she would have stayed at work. So compared to working a job to what she doing now, yeah, it's easy. But when she first started, it probably wasn't easy. She worked hard. It's hard work. And so far as what you selling is oversaturated, no, it's not what you sell, it's how you sell it. It's never what you sell, it's how you sell it. It's how specialized are you going to be with your product. For instance, clip art. There is a lot of clip art and SVG files. I don't sell any SVG files. None whatsoever. Not at all. I feel like if you're going to be a SVG person, be a SVG person. Be the go-to for all SVG. I am not. And one of my product lines that I do sell in my clip art world is watercolor. And there's different types. Like there's vintage, there's retro, there's Victorian, there's 70s, there's 80s, there's 50s, there's 60s eras, there's Renaissance eras. You have to think outside the box and be creative on how you're going to position your products, because nobody can do it like you. If you come into the marketplace and you selling the same exact thing that I'm selling, you're not me. You're going to come in the game with your own whole vibe. And your vibe is going to be different from my vibe. Well, it should be. Even though you're selling the same thing, clip art, what type of clip art? What type of clip art person are you? You can specialize in just animals. You can specialize in just flowers. Whatever it is that floats your boat, you be the go-to person for all the clip art flowers, all the clip art Victorian, all the whatever it is, right? And that's how you have to think about it. Because there's so many ways to put a twist. Because nothing's new. You can't tell me that a person who wants to open up a pizza parlor is not going to open up a pizza parlor. I'm pretty sure there's more than hundreds of thousands of pizza parlors across the globe. And I say globe because Etsy is a global marketplace. It's not local. It's global. How many people are in the world with internet? I'm going to need you to do some math on that, right? There's billions of people in the world, and a lot of them don't even know about Etsy yet. It's billions of people, and there's only 95.1 million active buyers out of billions. So it's more people that's going to learn about Etsy over time. It's just, are you going to be a shop that's on there is the question, or do you think it's oversaturated? Out of all the people that have internet in the world. Like, come on now. Come on. Come on, let's be honest. Keep it real. Keep it basic. All right. You can do this. Would I say wait? No. I say open your shop. If you want to shop, you want to Etsy shop, you want to do Etsy, stop overthinking it. Jump in, learn what you need to learn, do what you need to do. Now, there's 3 things I feel like that you need to think about to be successful on Etsy. And one of those being is the type of product that you're going to offer. Number 2 is how you market that. I personally don't do a lot of social media because I focus on Etsy ads, Etsy SEO. Not really, I don't do ads that often. But as of today of this video, I'm running $1 a day ad. I got my opinions about ads, right? You get your SEO down packed and everything. Again, I'm rebranding my shop. I've been off Etsy for over 8 months. I needed to get a little boost in the algorithm, right? So I did what I know would give me a little bit more visibility. And that's running some ads for a little bit. Now, nothing outrageous. I'm not about to spend hundreds and thousands on ads, okay? But I did want a little kick in getting my shop back in the algorithm of Etsy because they seen that I didn't upload nothing in almost a damn year. So, hey, I need to kiss some butt, some Etsy butt right now. And I'm coming back with a vengeance, okay? So if you like this kind of content, y'all, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. This is one of my chats, but I do sometimes address some concerns from my community that leave comments and stuff because it's all good. I want you to, leave your comments and leave your honest feedback so that way I can address it or I might agree with it, right? So, just that's my mindset, guys, on how to approach this Etsy game. All right. So that's it. I want you to take the time out and check this video out right here or right here. It's going to be somewhere, but check out the video so you can see what my first 44 days on Etsy looked like just a year ago when I was really like into it, right? Before my world went to shit. So check that out and then leave me some comments below and tell me what you would like to know. All right. And I will make sure I get it to you. All right. Into the next video. Bye.